I am by forever scientist, rhyme infinitist. The saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. The 7 social sins are wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, politics without principle. Never memorize something that you can look up. One, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. To never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose in life is empty without it. Free if you are lucky enough to find love. Remember it is there and don't throw it away. If we know what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. One cannot help but be in awe when he contemplates the mysteries of the eternity of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one tries merely to comprehend a little of this mystery each day. The fact that we live at the bottom of a deep gravity well on the surface of a gas-covered planet going around a nuclear fireball 90 million miles away and think this is to be normal is obviously some indication of how skewed our perspective tends to be. Indeed, the most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious, is a fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Time is a drug. Too much of it kills you. Yes, it's true. An expert is a person who has made all the mistakes that can be made in a very narrow field. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star, but we can understand the universe. That's what makes us special. Science and religion are not at odds. Science is simply too young to understand. The wham bam. In the beginning there was nothing, which exploded. Though my soul may set in darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Of that which can be asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. Everything must be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. For me, I am driven by 2 main philosophies. No more today about the world than I knew yesterday, and less in the suffering of others. You'd be surprised how far that gets you to do. Science is not compatible with spirituality. It is a profound source of spirituality. The good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Your assumptions are your windows on the world. Scrub them off every once in a while, or the light won't come in. Space is big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. Mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the road to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Space is big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the road to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are, for him, answers above all. We are going to die, and that makes us the lucky ones. Most people are never going to die because they are never going to be born. The potential people who could have been here in my place, but who will in fact never see the light of day, outnumber the sand grants of Arabia. Certainly those unborn ghosts. Scientists include greater poets than Keats, scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively exceeds the set of actual people in the teeth of these stupefying odds. It is you and I in our ordinariness that are here, we privileged few who won the lottery of birth against all odds. How dare we whine at our inevitable return to that prior state from which the vast majority has never stirred or birth? It would be possible to describe everything scientifically, but it would make no sense. It would be without meaning, as if you described a Beethoven symphony as a variation of wave pressure. Well, lesser. For me, it is far greater to grasp the universe as its reality than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring. Life would be tragic if it weren't so funny. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Tragic. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change everything, something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Physics is like sex. Sure, it may give you some practical results, but that's not why we do it. But extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Who is more humble, the scientist who looks at the universe with an open mind and accepts whatever the universe has to teach us, or somebody who says everything in this book must be considered a literal truth, and never mind the fallibility of all the human beings involved? I believe there is another world waiting for us, a better world, and I'll be waiting for you there. I can't see how it might be possible for a man to look down upon the earth and be an atheist, but I cannot conceive how a man could look up into the heavens and say there is no God. Wow, rap Cybertron, Robocop, rap Robotron, Robobop, rap Robocop, rap, for the rap by forever twisted, underground rap, God,